Hey everybody, my name is Karam, and I'm going to review Kanye West's newest album, Jesus is King, his ninth solo album, which is pretty much completely different from anything else he's made. Please excuse my voice if it sounds kind of weird. I have an expander in my mouth to expand my jaw, and it messes up my speech a bit, so sorry about that. I've been waiting for this album for who knows how long now. Well, probably a couple months, because that's when it was announced. But more like a year when Yandi was first announced, and I'm ecstatic that it's finally here. Kanye West is my favorite artist of all time, and I was looking forward to the idea of reviewing this album. Now, this album is very religious, so you atheists out there, you might want to turn away. I'm just kidding, but it is very religious, and we see a very different side of Kanye. This album is clear evidence of a pattern in Kanye's music. This man is always changing the game and his style, from soul music on The College Dropout to beautiful horns and orchestra sounds on Late Registration, to more synthetic and techno sounds on Graduation, and so on and so forth. Every album is unique, and he's always doing something new. You never see him copy and paste, and I love that about it. Now, Jesus is King has about a 27-minute runtime and consists of 11 songs. Every Hour, Salah, Follow God, Closed on Sunday, On God, Everything We Need, Water, God Is, Hands On, Use This Gospel, and finally, Jesus is Lord. Now, if you've heard the Yandi leak from a couple months ago, you'll recognize the sounds and lyrics in some of these songs, specifically Everything We Need, which was known as The Storm on Yandi, and Use This Gospel, which was known as The Law of Attraction or Chakras on Yandi. I'm going to review each song individually, and at the end I'll do a little overview and rank the songs on the album, which will be kind of hard for me to do since I think all Kanye songs deserve to be at the top, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let me start with the album cover. I'm not a huge fan of this cover. It's simplistic, and the blue is calming. Kind of a reflection of Kanye's state of mind right now. But if you follow the Did Jesus is King drop account on Instagram, you probably would have seen a more artistic and colorful version of the album cover, which I thought was so much more beautiful. But the one we have now, the vinyl, I'm 100% okay with it. I love it, and I'm happy that Kanye chose it. Let's jump right into it. Every Hour, the first song on the album, and if I'm being honest, it's not one of my favorite openings to an album, and it's also not the best song on this album. It's still pretty good. The choir's voice is very strong and intoxicating, and the piano in the background makes it worth it. Still, I'm not sure about this song. I'm gonna have to think about it. Salah is the next song, and boy, is this one good. Especially when it gets to the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah part. I know it's just one word over and over again, but it sounds amazing, and it lines up with the album's theme and what the album's going for perfectly. It's a perfect addition to the album and to the song itself. Kanye's verses are also pretty good, and there's some powerful words to hear if you take the time to focus on them. Next song is Follow God, and the beat on this song is very groovy. It's pretty funky, and I'm down with it. And the sample, it supports this song so well. Kanye said himself that he didn't know how to rap about God in his lyrics, but he does it pretty darn well in this song. It's a banger. That's all I have to say. Closed on Sunday is the next track, and it starts with this smooth guitar, and then the choir makes an effortless entrance on the track. The song sounds a lot like a love song with a religious Christian timing, and then it gets tougher and louder, and Kanye's voice is very beautiful, in my opinion, on this track. So it's a very good one. On God, one of the best songs on this album. It is amazing. The beat is synthetic, but it sounds so good, and Kanye's verses are like, they're amazing. I absolutely love this song, and I'm having trouble talking right now, just thinking about it. Watch out for this one. It's probably going to be number 1, maybe number 2 on my rankings. Everything We Need was a song originally on Yanni, and the chorus and Kanye's first verse were pretty much right off the song, with some minor tweaks for Jesus is King. Either way, I think it definitely belongs on this album. The chorus sounds emotional, and it reaches right to my heart. It's a very spiritual sound, and it ties in very well. Next is Water, a song Kanye has worked on for months. It was originally heard at Sunday service at Coachella, and I feel like it's a song that Kanye holds dear to his heart. Anyways, I think it's a good song. I love the chorus, but it's not one of my favorites. The 8th song of the album is God Is, and it starts off very soulful, reminiscent of something from The College Dropout, if I'm being honest. And the song itself is also very soulful, with some important lyrics to be heard and appreciated. It's a good one. Hands On is the 9th song, and I don't know if this stuck out to you guys, but there's a little riff. I don't know if that's the proper word, but there's a sound, like a string instrument. If you watched the Joker movie recently, you might recognize that sound, and it's just so captivating. I can't get that one little sound out of my head. And the song itself starts out kind of weird with the repetition of hands on over and over again, but Kanye's lyrics lift this song up higher and higher, and it's very good. 10th song on the album, Use This Gospel. Now this song, another favorite of mine, next to On God, might even knock it off its pedestal. This song is heavenly. The Yandi version is good, but this is transcendent, and I love it. The humming and that dinging beat in the background, Kanye's purposeful lyrics, and Pusha T's unexpected feature, along with No Malice's verse, and that saxophone solo by Kenny G. Everything in this song is there for a reason, and it is perfectly assembled. This is probably going to be my number 1, other than On God. Last, but definitely not least, the shortest track on the album, Jesus is Lord, is an excellent closing, and while it is only 50 seconds long, it's still able to contain one of Kanye's purest voices. It's sort of like he's been reborn, and this is his final answer to everything he's been doing for the past year. The horns on this conclusion, and how they gradually rise, are a great way to wrap up this amazing Kanye album. It's one of the best closing tracks I've ever heard, and I'm definitely not ashamed to say that. This album was a tough journey, and it's finally here. I hope that everyone gets to enjoy it as much as I do, and I'll definitely be playing it on repeat for the next little while. If you're a fan of Kanye, no matter how big or small, I'd give it a listen. If you're looking for something unique, I'd give this a listen. If you're looking for some religious tunes for some reason, I'd give this a listen. And if you're just any person on earth right now, I would give this a listen. I understand the content of the lyrics, and that some people might be opposed, but there's no harm in trying. It's such a good album. Really, I recommend it to anyone and everyone. Now, the moment you might or might not have been waiting for, my final ranking of all 11 songs. Now, number 11 is Every Hour. And, it was kind of a clear choice for me. Number 10, Closed on Sunday. Number 9, Water. Number 8, Hands On. Number 7, Fall of God. Number 6, God Is. Number 5, Jesus is Lord. Number 4, Everything We Need. Number 3, Salah. Number 2, On God. And number freaking one, Use This Gospel. The best song on this entire album. Anyways, thank you all for listening, and I'm glad I could share my thoughts with you, my opinions with you, and I hope that you guys can appreciate them, and maybe even give me your opinions as well. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully there's a next time. Once again, my name is Karam, and goodbye.